Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to HOI4 as we are playing as the Byzantine Empire. So in today's episode we're going to be working on getting complete control of the Mediterranean. I moved all the ships into every zone and we'll be sinking whatever's left of the British and Italian fleets here, and then we're going to attempt invasions of all the ports that they still control. These 3 islands I think is all they have left. So yeah, we'll be doing that as well, do some naval invasions. But first we got to get this taken care of, so let's go ahead and continue working on getting this territory wrapped up. So we've got 1 unit here. I was hoping to get over here in time, but you see we did not. So let's just go ahead and get rid of this front and then just go ahead and advance into this territory. And let's make sure that these guys already have orders, because we're going to be dipping over to the eastern frontier soon. Alright, so they did get another unit over there into the port, and let's make sure that these guys don't leave. In fact, we want to make sure that all these guys come over to this province, because this is the only one that actually has any troops now. So we'll bring maybe 12 over here, or just whatever we got here. We'll bring all 13. Alright, excellent. So we'll bring those over to there. And then let's go and see what we can do over here. So we're still attempting that attack there. And blocking that unit down, apparently. I don't know if that was attempting to win there, or if maybe they had less troops there before. Alright, so we're also moving over here and here. So whoever gets there first, we'll have them move over to, okay, well it looks like I'm about to have this guy go here, because both of them are dealing with enemy units. And we do have an unassigned division here. We're going to go and let this guy train up before we put him into the garrison army to help us defend those ports. I did set up more troops to train as well. Let's have this guy go and take that for us. And we're just keeping these guys here. I suppose we could do the attack. Gets us more war score, and it's not like we'll get control of the province because they've been moving there for some time now. Let's go ahead and have these guys do this attack. Alright, so just 2 fronts left, and did they all take off? It looks like they all took off. Alright, so that's a bummer. I wasn't paying attention, so they were able to get out of here. So we'll get that wrapped up, and then we'll be able to set them up to do their naval invasions. And then we just have this front now, at this point. So let's go and advance here. Go ahead and help with this guy, so we can try and get that 1 unit there cut off. And then let's go and take this province here. As we enter, oh, we can't go that way. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. Yeah, you can't take that province. You can take this one though, so I guess we'll go there. And maybe there's some type of water here or something. I'm not entirely sure why you can't move from this province to this province. But apparently we cannot. Alright, so we did take this one. Excellent. A lot of units up over here. It's not going to be able to do too much there, but we could probably get across the river here. And this is a wide front for the one army to be handling, particularly when they don't have a full-size army right now. We did sink another Italian submarine there. We got 2 British light cruisers and 10 destroyers. I wonder how many ships they have trapped here in the Mediterranean. Alright, so all the troops are done. So now let's go ahead and set up their invasions. But before we do that, let's go and take these units here. Oops. These 3 here. Get them training up into this army. And then we're going to take an additional 4 units and send them over to this front so we get them fully staffed. Also give them a planning bonus. And then with those remaining troops, you can go ahead and delete any orders they have. And then we're going to set them up to do an invasion of... I guess we should probably take out Sardinia first, or Corsica, doesn't really matter. You can get across here. I guess we'll go after Corsica, since it's all in this zone here. Yeah, we'll do it that way. So let's go and set up a naval invasion. We do not have the naval invasion text just yet. Oh, actually we do. Okay, I was going to say we can only do 10 at a time, but it looks like we have the second tech. So we can actually send all 17 of these troops on an invasion. However, I think we're going to take a couple of these and then just temporarily, our worst ones, and then just temporarily send them over here to help us garrison this. garrison all those ports, because I assume the British will start launching invasions. Just until we get all of our garrison troops trained up a little bit. Because I don't have to get them onto the full regular level, but we don't want to send them green if we can avoid it. So we'll let those guys get a bit more trained up, and we'll just send 15 here. I think that's probably overkill. Honestly, they should be able to get it done. So yeah, we'll send those 15 divisions. Alright, so let's go and get these guys wiped out. And now we can mostly concentrate on this one front here. How to move this guy over here. It's not winning in that river attack. So let's go ahead and do the makeshift bridges and see if that'll help out at all. Looks like it already made an impact. Let's go and push forward here. And we'll also assist with this guy. We are winning right there. We might just have to close this up here. Yeah, I think we're going to have to close this up. So let's go ahead and start attacking with that in mind. I'm going to get the assembly line production. Alright, excellent. And we are in 1943, so we need to start working on the 1943 text now. Equipment is not as much of an issue for us, but it's still a problem. So let's support that attack. Particularly when it comes to the medium tank divisions, the cataphracts. See that they still have some shortages. You know what, let's bring both of these guys across the river here. And we're not losing this attack. Okay, so that's not going to work out. Let's go and attack here. So yeah, they actually are defending the majority of the front. There's an opening there, but I don't think it's worth going after. It's just a coastal fort. So yeah, there's not a whole lot we can do. Though if we could take that, it would be worth it. Let's go and send this guy over here to assist. And yeah, we'll try and cut these guys off over here. Alright, we'll also advance right there. And remember, we have the ships set up to do the naval invasion support. So those will escort our convoys and give us those bombardment bonuses as well. So we need to keep an eye on these training troops, so once they finish up, we can put them onto a front. So we got those homing torpedoes. I think the next thing we're going to do is the bracket shooting. Just increase the attack of our battleships. And we'll keep this slot invested on the fleet, since we do actually have a navy. You know, the one that we seized from our enemies. And this is going to be key. If we want to do the invasion of the British, we're going to need to get control of the seas. Now, I think their fleet is really hurting at this point. They're down to 210, which means we now, for the first time, have a larger fleet than the British do. Just take a look at some of the other countries around the world. Looks like the Soviets have maybe, like, I don't know, 70-something ships. Japan now has the biggest navy in the world. The Americans lost a lot of their ships in this war. I don't know who they lost them to. Are the Americans at war with the Japanese? No. I'm not entirely sure who they lost them to. I assume the Allies. But yeah, the American fleet has been greatly reduced in strength. And we're going to send all 15 of these guys. I thought about setting up a separate invasion for over here. One issue, though, of waiting is that it's going to take 52 days. I don't really want to wait that long. Okay, so let's just go ahead and set up a separate invasion. I simply don't want to wait this long. And they might not even be defending. Well, let me take that back. We can see there's at least one division there. We'll see if 5's enough, hopefully. So we'll send those separate 5 there, so that way we don't have to wait as long in order to get this invasion done. It's only be 35 days to get that planned up. Still no invasions planned by the British. So taking this here, I think, should result... Nope, maybe not. I was going to say it should result in them being cut off, but it looks like they'll have one province there still. Let's go and advance over this way, and then we'll try and get these guys here cut off. And let's see if we can't get a win here. And this will cut off all these guys, so we can get them wiped out. Alright, so this guy will get there. And I thought we had a lot less time. The arrow was misleading. Alright, so we'll get him over here, and then we'll have to get a win here. And we're currently cut off from supply. Not cut off, but we're short on supply. So it could be difficult to get this win here. Let's have this guy come over here, and then he's going to go ahead and do that attack and see if he can't get the win there to cut those 2 divisions off. And then I guess we'll go ahead and strengthen this up a bit, and if he gets all the way over there, then he can help out with that attack. Let's go ahead and support that attack. And then we'll bring him over here to cut off these guys. Looks like we should have the win there. Just barely, maybe before that tank division gets here. And then we'll get these guys wiped out here. Alright, so we're defending with those 2 divisions. Let's see how we've done over here in the Mediterranean. Again, just trying to get control of the seas here. Sunk 4 Italian destroyers there, 1 Italian submarine. Yeah, these aren't disappearing when we click on them. So as far as like how many ships they have left that we can actually see, yeah, there's 87 there. So yeah, maybe a fleet of 87 ships or so. Then you got those ones that might be repairing or not on missions or whatever. And let's actually go and have this guy go this way. So let's do the attack this way then, and get the win right there. These guys were cut off. All right, excellent. Let's go ahead and work on getting them destroyed now. So we're having one go over there. We'll keep him going that way while this guy attacks there. And then, yeah, let's just go and take this all over. Or we'll go this way right through here. Alright, so we also have these guys cut off. So let's go and actually work on getting them destroyed now. And we can go ahead and do our own attack over here. And it looks like it's not going to be a win, but that's because that 1 American division is really weak right there. Yeah, as you can see, it has turned around for us. But yeah, we are facing medium tanks. And so I think it's good that we're getting that 1 anti-tank tech. Sunk 2 convoys there. Another Italian submarine here. More convoys. Where is that British fleet? So we see that they have those 13 submarines there. Now they got 118 ships over here. So yeah, there's a lot of ships still in the Mediterranean. Now, we could attempt to do the bombing of the ports, but I don't think it's really necessary because we can just bomb the ones that are out at sea. We want to make sure we have our naval bombers helping us in any battles, and soon they're not going to have any port to go to. Once we take all these ports over, then they're stuck out here, and then we can just sink them that way. All right, so let's go ahead and have this guy attack here. He'll attack here, and he'll attack here. And this guy will support us in that. And also, let's go and just cross here. Also advance over this way. Alright, so looking pretty solid across the front. Also going to take that province. Just getting these divisions here wiped out. And yeah, I do not expect too many issues advancing into into Allied territory here. Despite the fact that they do have divisions defending the majority of the provinces. Yeah, I don't expect we're going to have too many issues, guys. Well, let's just go ahead and advance against this division here. I have moved the planes. We might need to move them again because we now have another air base over here. So let's move these over here so they'll have better coverage. And then these ones are helping out here, and we no longer need them there. So let's bring them over here. So I have split them up a little bit rather than have them all in the same location as we've been doing. Good God, look at all those fighters there. So yeah, a lot of Allied fighters here. So let me go ahead and help out here. Get this done a little bit quicker. And we lost this attack. Okay. So let's go ahead and have this guy attack here. And he'll go here. We're having some issues trying to get these divisions wiped out. Alright, so this is Allied territory as well, isn't it? Okay, yeah, that's all under British control. I was thinking we were cutting these guys off here. We are not. We'd have to advance all the way down here. So I suppose that's what we'll work on. I guess we should go this way. Alright, so he'll get this taken care of, and then he'll advance over here. Let's have this unit grab that province for us. And he'll sweep through and grab that airbase. Alright, so now that we have one here, let's go and push forward here. And we're also going to go ahead and take this province. And you can kind of see what we're trying to do here. Try and get these guys cut off. And we can do the same over here. And let's get across the river here and have him just go this way and go over here. So we do have the ability to modify our government, and it's being notified. We're being notified of this because we can now get this heavy tank designer because the Germans were at peace with them. And so we can go ahead and get the armor and heart attack. So we're going to do that. Might as well. We could also change this one up if we wanted to. Back to the German one, the artillery research speed. Which would be more helpful. There's really not much bonuses to get from the motorization research speed. Though I think there's still one more tech. So I guess you could get this one first before you got rid of it. We have a 100% research bonus. But we are ahead of time on this one. It's a 1944 tech. So I don't know if we'd want to keep it for that long. Now, given we don't have the political power to make any adjustments anyways. But yeah, that's one that we could do. I'm not sure if there's any other adjustments we'd want to make with our design companies now that we have Germany as our subject. All right, so some more convoys throughout here. How are we doing on getting these invasions planned? 2 days to get the small one done. And just 9 days to get this one done. And we won't set them to launch it immediately because I actually want to watch and see how those go. Alright, so it's not like we don't have anything to do. We could be doing this attack here. Yeah, we are just like exhausting ourselves on this attack. We just could not get it done. I'm really surprised at how much difficulty we're having there. So yeah, these guys aren't cut off either because you got this situation here. So you actually have to get the win right there before you have them cut off. Alright, let's go and take this province here. So yeah, a little bit of a confusing situation. Because of the British color. Yeah, I mean, it's not similar to the Soviet one, but similar enough. And we got a bunch of German troops, which suck. So let's go ahead and at least get them just trained up to a basic level here. And then with these guys, we need to put them into this army until we get enough to cover all those ports. Oops, I don't want to do a naval invasion order. My bad, guys. We want to take a look at how many troops they need. They need 13 in order to cover all of our ports. And we can add that one in here and this one as well, even though there's no ports for them to defend here. So yeah, we need 13 divisions total, and we're sitting at 10. I want to make sure we have one in every port. Although I don't know if the British will even be able to launch any invasions, and it's not like they don't have other locations for them to put their troops in, other theaters for them to focus on. But the British do naval invasions. That's what they do. And so let's just make sure that we're prepared for that. So with any troops that get trained up, that's where we're going to put them. And then like these guys here, they don't have to be the fully trained level just to defend ports. But we don't want them to get a negative 25% combat penalty. So at least get them up to that level. 2 more British destroyers sunk there. All right, excellent. Another convoy sunk there. Okay. So hopefully should be able to get this done now. As soon as they're done here, we'll have them go over that way. Hopefully should be able to get here in time. Yep. And so now we just gotta get those guys wiped out. All these troops here are not quite cut off. We still have to take these provinces here, and it looks like we're gonna lose this. So let's go this way instead. And then yeah, we'll just kind of thicken these borders up here. Still trying to get that unit there cut off. Looks like that should be done soon. And then all these units are now cut off as well. All right, fantastic news. Let's go and attack here. And support this attack. Yeah, clearly need more troops over here. Or just need to weaken them enough. Alright, so let's go and do this attack now, and then he will attack once he's done. Once he get there. You know, we actually won't do that. Because we got another unit here that can do this. Let's give it another day there, and I suppose we should just wait. Because that's clearly not going to work out otherwise. British just have a bunch of planes over here. But we're getting a lot of assistance from the Americans, it looks like. The Germans are here as well, but yeah, 3,200 fighters from the Americans. Okay, so we do have control of that now. So we'll keep these guys here until we finish up in this area, and then we'll move them into Novgorod. But I do have more planes over here. So let's actually go ahead and move these now. Both of these, close air support. We're going to move one into here. and one over to here. And you know what? Let's make sure both these guys are set up to do the normal operations. And yeah, these guys will come over here and provide us with some close air support. All right, excellent. Yeah, I've been kind of trying to pull these out and get them trained up. Any ones that we have here, like we can train these guys. I don't know that we'll get any more medium planes, but yeah, we'll let them train, I suppose. Yeah, you can see we're now starting to build up some planes here. All right, so let's go ahead and get these guys deployed and training. And none of these are ones that we've built. Oh, I see. There's something wrong with the close air support where they're not getting their icon, which is strange because I gave them an icon, but they're not. They don't actually have one. Yeah, you look with the Leos, we have them. We have an icon for them. But yeah, they don't actually have the icon in there. I wonder if that's what's causing some problems with those not reinforcing properly because they don't have the icon. I know the icon's important for the reinforcements, but yeah, I'm not sure. We'll just go and put these guys out there, and they'll start pulling from the stockpile. And then we'll want those to be training as well. All right, excellent. So we sunk another Italian convoy here, and 2 more British convoys there. So we'll have to see just how many troops they have sitting here waiting for us. We could send the Malta invasion, but I'm just going to send them both at the same time, guys. Alright, so these guys are almost cut off. Just need to get that one province taken there. We'll attempt an attack here. And you know, also let's attack over here since we have troops to do this for us. So we'll get that taken. That's going to go into American hands. I wonder if the Americans would give me any of this territory. They might. They don't have enough control of it for us to actually ask for that. But they are willing to give us territory. Alright, let's go and do this attack here. And we'll also support this. And then keep this guy here. And let's attempt... We'll shoot up to this port first. Alright, and we're going to go and do this attack as well now that we got that guy cut off. Then we're going to grab all this territory here as well. Oh, he's already going this way, so we'll have him go here. Just have him go through here. Alright, so... Still have not cut them off yet. Alright, so we'll go over to this province. Let's make sure these guys stick around here. Yeah, still have not cut them off yet. So once we have these finished up, let's make sure these guys are coming over to this location. So that's been finished up. Alright, excellent. So let's make sure these guys are over here. Still trying to work on getting that one division wiped out, which I think the problem there is because we're attached to that American attack currently. Alright, so let's go ahead and take this province here. And yeah, still just need to... I mean, this here will cut off these guys. Still need to work on one of these provinces here. I guess this one's wide open, so let's go after that one then. Alright, and then make sure all these guys come onto this front. Alright, so hopefully we'll have that there soon. Just a matter of hours. And then we can try and work on getting these guys wiped out. There we go, beautiful. So let's go and attack with everything we got here. We're going to come over this way and that way. Alright, beautiful. We also got this guy here cut off. We're going to make sure that we're working on that. And then we now have the port here. So let's go and sweep over and grab that port now. And then we're going to grab this one as well. So they're not looking so good over here now. They did have a pretty good situation where they're covering the majority of the provinces. But that's no longer the case. We have wiped out and destroyed too many of their divisions. I did sink another British submarine, an Italian submarine. We got a heavy cruiser, a light cruiser, and 6 destroyers sunk. So yeah, we are wiping out this British fleet, which the majority of it does seem to be stuck in the Mediterranean now. They should have got them out before they lost Gibraltar. We got another British destroyer sunk there. But yeah, they didn't. And so now they're stuck. Oh, damn. The Spanish have done the invasion over here. Alright, well that's unfortunate. So I went ahead and edited it and moved it over to here. I don't think it really matters, but let's just go ahead and send these invasions, guys. Yeah, but they're already doing an invasion here, and they can also attack by land, so we're probably not going to get there in time, but we can get Malta. Yeah, Spanish moved too quickly. I had too many divisions assigned. I shouldn't have sent so many. We could have got it planned a little bit quicker. I didn't even think about the fact that we're competing with the Spanish in their faction. Let's go put these guys over here. So that's the 13 divisions we need to be able to get all those ports covered. Alright, so now we're taking care of this pocket here, which I thought it was a lot more divisions that we got cut off, but apparently not. And so these guys are doing horrible in supply, so should be able to get a win somewhere. I think attacking there will get the most divisions cut off. So that's what we'll do. We got those Engineer Company 3. Alright, excellent. So nice passive modifier for us. And I suppose we should do... I guess we do logistics next, but I also want to get the maintenance companies for that one division, for the tank divisions. So let's go ahead and do that. Those tanks are kind of expensive. So we'll get it, even though I don't know how much is even left of this campaign at this point. I'm going to get another naval doctrine, so we'll get the battleship organization and capital ship armor here. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure how much is even left, considering the fact that, you know, even if we invade the 4th International, that's going to take very long. And it looks like this is now done, so these guys don't even have anywhere to invade. So where are they? Okay, so they're over here. It's still attempting to do the invasion, even though clearly they can't. So let's just go ahead and stop that. And just bring them back into port here. And then hopefully those 5 can take Malta. I don't think there's anybody defending it now. There was at one point, but yeah, they're gone. So yeah, we'll take Malta, and it looks like it'll be the Spanish who get control of Corsica and Sardinia, which is a shame because I actually want control of that. We'll see if we can't get it in the peace treaty. Spain can't possibly have a very high war participation. So I'm attack over here, here. Oh, that guy do this. But yeah, they didn't do a whole lot in the conflict. Now, given the AI does take, you know, the unnecessarily high casualties, so maybe they'll get a bit more war score than you'd expect them to have. Get all that taken over. Alright, he's going over this way, which will cut off that guy. I'll push forward here as well, and up here. And then, yeah, let's go and advance through this territory. Alright, so we did win here. This front is open to being, causing us some problems here. Alright, so let's just change this up. And have all the divisions that are here going to this front. Well, that's a bit much, I think. So let's take 2 of these and bring them back over here. Alright, so looks pretty good. So if this Malta invasion is done, which it is, then we can go ahead and get rid of this. And then go ahead and get this army set up for the invasion of the 4th International. Now that we have taken over the Mediterranean, there are no ports remaining for the British or the Italians to repair their ships or to hide from us. And so it's just a matter of time before we get them wiped out. So we can't ask for this territory here. Not yet. But we're still going to, well, I suppose what we could do is just attack from across the river here. And then use our makeshift bridges. So yeah, let's go ahead and do it that way. We'll send those over there, and then we're going to start putting any troops that are trained up into this army here. And remember, we also have the ones over here that we'll be able to move over there once we get these guys trained up, although they're already at the next level here. And we're not facing any naval invasions, so you know what, let's just go ahead and get them put over there. And once they've all moved over there, then we'll move these divisions over to this location here. And I'm hoping we can do an invasion with actual tanks for this one. It's taking forever to get those units trained up. Alright, so once he gets over here, let's go ahead and just go straight across the river. And then we can have one guy take care of that for us. I hate how they just bounce like that. We'll have this guy take care of this. Or you know what, go over this way and take care of it. And then let's just go ahead and cut these guys off here. While he goes and advances north. Alright, so we got our focus. Modern cataphracts. So that reinforce rate's going to be pretty helpful. And I guess we'll go out to the naval techs now. Research bonus for submarines and naval doctrine. Alright, so the Purple Armies are going to be moving over to here. And again, we could have made from all this territory, but I don't think we're going to do that, guys. If we're to do anything, it'd be invade from like right here with half of the Purple Army. And then push down this way, because I don't want any more territory to go in American hands. As of right now, they're willing to give us anything we ask for, but that might not stay that way. Let's take a look, see how we're doing on the infantry equipment. We are really short. Okay. And this is because of garrisons, guys. I feel like we're going to have to create another... Yeah, I guess we got to do it again, guys. You know what? I'm not doing that. We'll just keep on putting factories into this. It's fine. But yeah, the garrisons are the problem. 343,000. So part of this is the occupation of France, but really what's really causing us the main issues is this over here, guys. All this new territory that we're conquering is causing us some massive issues. So this guy can't do it. So this guy come over here. Alright, so we're winning right there. So now we need to push down south and get these guys here wiped out. So some of these troops are just waiting for them to get over here. And then we can do these attacks. So I'm counting 9 British divisions cut off over here. So it's a big win for us. Let's go ahead and push forward here. Although he might not be on this front. That might be the reason why he was moving back. I'm going to take all this and then we're going to move up towards Leningrad. We'll go along the coast though. Alright, let's go and attack here. And support and attack. Get those guys wiped out. Almost done taking over all that territory. And let's go ahead and have this guy push forward here. Alright, so he's taking all that for us already. Excellent. I guess we'll take that province since it's undefended. We need to win here to push him back a little bit. But it'd be better to just cut off these troops here, especially with this division. Yeah, I think that'd work out just fine. We lost this attack here. How large is this fort? It's just level 1 fort, but you are fighting in the winter right now, so that's causing us some issues. Let's go and attack here. And here. And we will support this attack. Alright, so there might be more divisions down here, so maybe more than what I actually counted. Also, we need to move our planes. So we sunk 3 submarines there of the Allies. 3 more there. So just trying to get what's left of the Allied fleet here in the Mediterranean destroyed. As far as how many ships the British still have, 166 currently. So not a lot. Alright, so let's go move our planes into these new air zones here. So into Novgorod, and I guess we can keep these ones here. Yeah, we'll keep all those there. Now, this is actually too many, so we're going to need to move one of them over here. That's not a large enough airbase to support all these. Alright, so that'll help our advance sounds. And yeah, what I want to do is get across here. Yeah, we'll have to wait for that guy to leave, I suppose. Alright, so let's go ahead and try and get... I guess we'll start here. Do this attack. Try and get these guys wiped out. Also attack down here. Bring these guys over here as well. So yeah, as soon as they leave, we'll try and sweep across here. It's just a matter of hours. Alright, excellent. So we have all these troops over here. But I'd like to try and get a better front situation up here. As well as, like, you know, wiping out these allied divisions here. But no matter what, we're going to have the problem here with Finland. And we're going to have these troops behind us. I don't really want to fight those. I'd probably prefer to just defend against them. We did get those other troops over there, so let's go and take any units here that are regular army units and send them over to this front, over to the Purple Army. Take a look, see if we got anything else that's trained in any other divisions. Almost. We're very close to having all these ones trained. And I guess that's another thing, is having additional Purple Army divisions over here will help us out as well. Alright, so trying to get these few divisions here wiped out. We do not need to defend from across the river. We'll do our attack from the north. And I guess we'll keep this guy here. And so now it's just a matter of getting these couple provinces left taken over. Alright, so we did win here. We got this province, but we still haven't cut them off yet. I guess we'll go this way. I was hoping that would be undefended, but it wasn't. We did get the next radar tech. Okay. So nothing here that we need to do outside of, building more radar, which we haven't done yet. So let's go and get this last radar tech, and where it's important for us to build radar is going to be right here for the English Channel. So let's go here and here. And I feel like it's fine for us to complete those. Most of this is already almost done, so we'll let them finish that up. Because the key will be getting control of the skies, so we can sink whatever's left of the British fleet, which we will outnumber their ships now. Okay, so let's go and do this attack here. Oh, yeah, we'll do that attack there. Yeah, this guy here is exhausted. Let's take these guys and have them come help us out. And these two can come over to this front if they're not already. Alright, we're also going to do this attack here. And we will support that. Push forward in the north here. Alright, so these guys go through here. Let's have them go this way. And it looks like Leningrad has also been taken. Or about to be taken. Alright, so I'm not sure what happened here. I think we were attached to the American attack, which failed. So now we've won, taken that province. Let's go ahead and push forward here. And we will also support that. So yeah, it is unfortunately, all this is defended. Yeah, we just need to wait until more troops get over there, apparently. Alright, let's actually just attack from one location here. Clearly we don't have any supply there anyways. So we'll sit here, let's make sure we're getting a planning bonus. And hopefully those 5 divisions should be able to get it done. And we'll take a look, see how we've done in the Mediterranean, sinking the last of the British Navy here. So we've lost 1 destroyer, but we sunk 11 of theirs, 3 light cruisers, and 2 heavy cruisers. So pretty good victory there. Also an Italian submarine. All right, so that was a big win for us. And so if we just take a look at what's left over here. So it says 0 across the board, but that doesn't necessarily mean there aren't any ships there. It just means there aren't any ships that are assigned missions. But if the ships are still floating around out here, that's what can happen. If they don't have any missions, but they can't leave, they just sit somewhere. And so you still need to bomb them and get them attacked. And so yeah, they could still have ships there. I'd be surprised if they don't. I'd be really surprised if we were able to get them all wiped out already. Alright, so not sure how we're going to get these guys cut off. We're going to try here. That looks like it'll be a victory. We need to thicken this up as well, because they could easily break out of this. So it's going to send a unit across the river here. We'll advance over here as well, and try and get this tank unit cut off. Alright, so we should be able to advance all across the front now. Got 5 million manpower currently. And now this is no longer a win, so we're going to have to stop that. Let's go through here and get this thickened up. Now we got the infantry anti-tank weapons, so that'll be helpful since our troops don't really have... Yeah, I don't think they have anti-tanks at all. So we are in 1943, so we can go get these 1943 tanks. Can also get the mountain infantry. Let's get the land night attack. Plus 10%. We have some military factories get assigned. We have 50 going into infantry equipment just to kind of make up for the massive number of infantry equipment we need for our garrisons. So let's also put 5 more into support equipment so the garrisons require that too. Alright, so we're moving towards Novgorod. And yeah, we're just going to need more and more troops for our garrisons. Alright, so we're just getting this over here taken over, and then hopefully with 2 divisions attacking, that'll be enough. He's going over here, and then we'll get that guy wiped out with what we have here. Alright, let's go and do the attack now. Those are all Belgian troops, looks like. So we'll get all 6 of those destroyed, so we can get our divisions back. Alright, so they're doing an attack here that's not going to be successful. And we can go and do our own attack to wipe out that one division. Go ahead and support this, get that tank unit cut off. And we can go and advance over here as well. Alright, so we're done with the attack here, or the defense here I should say. So let's go ahead and now support to try and get the win there and get these guys cut off. I don't really want these divisions leaving here. We do have 3 days though. So yeah, I think we should be able to get there in time. Alright, so this guy can go ahead and push forward here. While these guys take all this territory. And we need to wipe out him. We'll just go across the river because that's all we have available currently. India just capitulated. I don't even know what's happening over here in India. So this is Free India. So in the Greater East Asian Co-Prosperity Sphere, so the Japanese faction. And that was probably the Allied India, I think. Not sure how Japan's doing against Soviets. It looks like not a lot of border movement since the last time we looked at it. Just kind of a mess over there. They've been fighting hard since the beginning of the war. Okay, so we could take 3 divisions from over here, put them onto this front. And then what I think we're going to do is go ahead and create a front over this way as well. So we might want to take those 3 and then just get some of these ones as well. Maybe, yeah, I feel like it's not necessary to have this many over here. So maybe do 10. And we're going to have them on this front. Oh, damn. My bad, guys. We didn't want to do it that way. We want them on this front here. I know it's kind of going to be weird looking. But yeah, I think this will maybe do 2 less. Yeah, we'll do it that way. And then let's go and extend this. I can see if we can get any of this from the Americans. They got to have full control of it, which they do not. Not yet. Also, there's these borders over here that for... Oh, okay, I was going to say for whatever reason they can't get it wiped out. The reason for that is because they can't attack from neutral territory. So let's go ahead and throw these guys into a little army here so that we can do it. So we'll have, I don't know, like 2 in each. And then just take 2 of these guys. Have them come on over here. So we can get that taken care of as soon as the war starts up. So basically, as soon as our troops get moved into position, we can go and attack them. I was trying to get up on a better border here, but yeah, that's fine. We can just do the attack, guys. And finally join the war against the 4th International. We need to attack across here. Make sure we can get this province before anybody else gets over there. Alright, excellent. So these guys are all cut off now. Let's go ahead and start the attack and get them wiped out. We also finished up that one little pocket that was over there. And they're requesting manpower. Again, we could give them manpower, but sounds like a their problem thing. So let's go and now take this province here. We'll advance towards that. This guy will be cut off once he takes that province. Going to get across the river here. And let's not let this guy leave here. Alright, so let's go and advance, or help out on that attack. And we'll also attack here. And I don't want to do it that way. We want to come through here. We don't need to defend this. Let's make sure this guy goes over here. And we'll keep him here as well. That would not be a victory, so we'll just go ahead and stop that. All these guys are attempting to take off. Can't allow that. Got another division over here cut off. Let's go and get them wiped out. And yeah, by the time we join the war, there's not going to be much left to take of Allied territory anyways. So we got these guys over here. And they don't even have anybody up on these borders. And it looks like the Americans are achieving a lot of success over here now. I can ask again, see if we can get those. We cannot. Are troops over here yet? Just about. So we're just about ready. So let's go and get our planes put into position. So we have a closer airbase here. Can't fit all of them over there, so let's go... Yeah, we'll just go in Leningrad, it's fine. And then we can just send them all in the same location. There's not really enough air base here to move all these. I'm seeing one of them clearly has a much lower range, this close air support, so we should probably move him over here. And then the planes that we have here, let's go ahead and move these two into this air base here. And we'll just have them fly overhead now. All right, excellent. So we almost are over there. Let's go ahead and do the attack here. Get that taken care of. Let's go and attack across the river here. Also advance right here. Already got somebody going across here. Let's go and get him pushing forward. And as of right now, we're good to go here. Let's go ahead and get these guys taking care of those last few divisions. This guy here will go over here and do that. Alright, so we should be good to go now. Yeah, so let's go ahead and declare war on the 4th International, which I guess the best way to do this would be to just join the American conflict. Though, let me make sure they're not currently at war with anybody we don't want to fight. So this is considered a defensive war. I just want to make sure the Americans are not at war with the Japanese faction, and they are not. Japan is only at war with the Allies and the 4th International. Okay, just wanted to ensure that we didn't have any issues there. So yeah, let's go ahead and join. See, who do we have the truce with? So our problem here is that we have truces with these two countries that are in the Soviet faction. So it's not a huge hit. I was wondering where we were taking it. So let's go ahead and do the call to join their war, so we can do this invasion. Alright, so we're now at war with the 4th International, and we start pushing forward here. There's not really anybody here to defend, so we kind of got to overkill in troop numbers for what we actually have to do here. But we do have the two separate fronts, so we can go and advance on both of them. We'll get all this taken over, and we'll get him going across the river as well. Alright, and then we have this territory here, which I didn't assign much over here. I didn't even give him a general, because I wasn't expecting to need to. However, you can see that they actually have this territory I didn't even consider. So we will have to deal with that. So might have to give them additional troops. But let's go and get this taken over first. Oh, Germany's not pulled in. Okay, so we need to call them into the conflict as well, so that we can do the invasion. So we're not considered being in neutral territory here. Alright, so he'll take over all this for us. Let's go and push forward here. Or actually, this one's worth a victory point, so it'd be better to go like so. Although we'll have to fight somebody there. Okay, I didn't say there was a defender there. Oh, okay, so these are not... Yeah, these guys are actually connected here. So this is a little bit of a problem. We'll take the Lend-Lease from the Americans. And we'll take the non-aggression pact from the Japanese as well. So yeah, we got to get this taken care of. So you might send some of these divisions over there to do that, because I didn't realize what the situation was over there. So let's go and send them over here. And then we would probably want to just, yeah, have it go all the way across like so. Yeah, I didn't realize that they had this additional territory here that we got to get taken care of. So we'll send them some additional troops from the Purple Army. Obviously, it'd be better to just use some of those troops that are training. Maybe we should just do that. Yeah, we'll just do that, guys. I don't want to use any of our allies' divisions, so let's just use these ones here and have them go do this. And then that way we can just take our troops back, put them back on this border here. Yeah, it's the far more efficient way to do that, obviously. Alright, so let's go ahead and have these guys advance over here. Get that all taken over. And all the countries that have been in this war for such a long time, now engaging against the Soviet fleet. Yeah, all these countries that have been engaged in this war for, you know, the entire conflict. Bohemian Empire wants to help in our war effort. Yeah, we'll bring them in as well. Yeah, they're obviously going to have significantly more war score than us, guys. Because they've been in this conflict for a very long time. So what I wanted to do with these guys is just try and get as far south as we can. Try and cut off more troops. So these guys will be here soon. They're going that way. Let's have them go over here. Take one of them, bring them over here. And then let's go and do this attack here. And you know what? Let's not defend that territory. Alright, so we can't get across there. Alright, so those guys have already been wiped out. Alright, fantastic. And we'll have control of all this. And yeah, I don't know that we'll be able to ask them for control of this yet. Okay, we can. Maybe because, I see. The reason why we probably couldn't ask them for control before is because that was Soviet territory. So even though we can occupy Soviet territory without being at war with them, we can't actually ask our allies for territory. Obviously, we cannot ask them for control of this state here, probably because they do have so much more war score in this conflict than we do, as we were just talking about. And I guess we can do these too. Then we'll take these guys, let them train up over here. And let's see what we can do. We're going to grab that province. And we can go and attack over here as well. So get that win, but we're waiting for more troops to come over here. And let's see if we can advance the front over here at all. We'll go and attack those guys. So we can just push forward here. Also sweep through here. Grab that province. And then attempt to cut these guys off here. So we'll sweep behind them as well. And so let's just go and attack those guys. And we will also bring this front over like so. Alright, so he's already moved all the way down here. Let's have him now go this way. And the Purple Army front is really weird now. Let's keep it like this though, I think. Well, it's all... yeah, this is all under their control. You know, it's probably better if they occupy all this anyways. I mean, we're having trouble occupying territory right now. So, you know, it's probably for the best. So let's stop these guys so they stop going so far up north. Yeah, I'm over here like just thinking, you know, I want to occupy all this myself, but I really actually don't want to occupy this. Because we're having all these problems with the garrisons just taking up too much of our equipment. So yeah, it would be for the best if we allow the Americans to occupy all that territory. Because in the north, we will have control of all this. And these are some of their key provinces here. Let's go and take this province now. Alright, so it shouldn't hopefully take too long to get the Soviets knocked out of this conflict. One thing we might want to do is to try and speed up the process. Already sunk some convoys over here. But just try and speed up the process by doing the collaboration government. Here's the one for the British, looking for the one for the Soviets. Right here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and send... I think we'll send the British operative, Patrick, because we do need to keep one of these, I think. So we'll keep him here. So let's go and send Patrick. And I have no idea how to pronounce her name. We'll send her as well. Commence when ready. And get that prepared. And so that'll allow us to capitulate them a little bit faster. Alright, so these guys are advancing down here, but you can see they don't need to do that anymore. So I'm going to have these guys progress here. Yeah, there's not really anybody here to stop us at this point. They're not able to properly defend their territory. And that's not a surprise. That's one reason why I was willing to join this conflict, because I did assume that they would have that problem. And so it'd make the war easier. We can go ahead and bring this down like so. Let's go and take a look and see how things are going on with the green front here. We'll go and attack right there. And most of these troops just got here, so they don't really have the organization to do any attacks just yet. So we're going to need to let them rest up a little bit. Alright, so we did get bracket shooting. And so since the British still have a fleet left, I was hoping that we would have got more of them destroyed in the Mediterranean than we did. They still have 157 ships left. I don't really know that it's worth it, though. I'm thinking about it. Because we shouldn't have a problem getting their fleet destroyed at this point. Because we outnumber them. Even though a lot of us are submarines. We got a bunch of other stuff that we need. And so maybe you should go for that instead. So yeah, let's work on these industrial techs. We're going to get that construction 5. We're actually needing to build a whole bunch of stuff as well. So we'll take care of that next episode. Or maybe I'll do it before we start that episode. Also get these factories set up as well. Maybe take a look at how we're doing on stockpiles. Yeah, we're doing all right. Infantry equipment still is short though, as you guys can see. The garrison's just eating up all that infantry equipment. So we could give the Americans control of more territory if we didn't want to occupy this, but we already know that they're having problems too. They're having manpower problems, so could give them manpower as well, since our issue is not manpower, it's equipment. Maybe I stop being stingy with my manpower and actually give them garrison support, but they would have to ask for it. You can't just grant it to them. They have to request it. So I suppose if they request again, we could give them the manpower and just have them garrison this territory. My issue though is that I'd like for us to be able to puppet the Russians. I think it makes sense. The Byzantine Empire makes the Russians into a subject. You know, they share religion with us, and yeah, I'd like to have them be our subject. And if the Americans are the ones occupying all this territory rather than us, that could make it more expensive to make them into a subject. So that's the one thing I'm concerned about, and I kind of want to at least occupy Moscow. So I think we should keep the north and let the Americans have all the south here. I think that makes sense. But yeah, we'll continue against the Union of Soviet Republics next episode, and then from there, it's just a matter of sinking the British fleet and launching our naval invasions of Britain, which shouldn't be that difficult. We'll have problems probably controlling the skies, of course, because they're still going to have the plane numbers. And we can expect that they'll have a lot of fighters overhead here, so there will be some issues in that regard. But hopefully with our larger fleet, combined with our Air Force and the fact the Americans will be here as well assisting us, that'll be enough for us to get the British fleet destroyed. They also might not have the fuel, the oil necessary to keep the planes in the sky and the ships out there patrolling. And so I don't expect it's going to be too difficult for us to get the invasion started. But I'm not entirely sure how well defended their home territory will be. It seems like they lost a lot of troops. So you'd expect that they're not going to have as many divisions as they might typically have. Yeah, we'll just have to see, guys. I think the invasion of Britain shouldn't be too difficult, guys. So yeah, we'll do that one after we finish up with the Union of Soviet Republic. So I'm expecting 2, maybe 3 more episodes. And that's going to be the end of the series, because we could invade Spain, I suppose, just so we can have complete Mare Nostrum. We can have complete control of the Mediterranean. So you do the invasion here and take over their islands. Then you got to fight all in this mountain territory. Probably have to do some naval invasions, kind of avoid some of that. So you could do that while you're taking care of the British fleet and waiting for invasions to launch. I guess it just really depends on how many troops we have. Because we have some more training here, but even with these guys, it's not a lot. We do not have a lot of divisions still. And so I don't know if I want to get them all distracted down here. I don't know how long it will take, and then you got the situations in Africa as well. So yeah, I don't really want to do all that. But if we've defeated the 4th International at that point, then you'll have their assistance as well in that conflict. Now, Japan is not at war with Spain. It's just the Allies. So Japan will then be, I suppose, concentrating on these fronts, though I'm not sure if they'll even be able to do that. Maybe they'll fight in Africa. Maybe the Japanese do an invasion there. It'll be interesting to see what they do once they no longer have this big old front with the Soviets and how they engage the British. The Americans have still not pushed the British out of North America. As you guys see here, they actually have less troops than the British and Canadians do. So we'll see what happens there once the Soviet front is wrapped up. Maybe the Americans will devote themselves to getting that finished up. So taking a look at the British-Japanese War. So we have 57% of the total war participation. So who has it all? Japan has 13%. Spain has 2%. That's surprising. They didn't even do that much. It's just casualties. Well, I guess they did a decent amount of damage when they're fighting in the mountains there. It's not really from casualties, though. And then the Americans have 15%. But yeah, we have easily the most, so we'll control the peace treaty. We've taken 88,000 casualties. 51,000 of those were to the British. Well, we've killed 1 million. 1 million British troops, guys. So that is a significant number. 356,000 for the Italians. Well, they've only taken 11,000 of ours. The Belgians, we killed 319,000. They killed 14,000 of ours. So yeah, we've done really well against the Allies. They're now sitting at 3.36 million casualties. I think when we saw this last episode, it was 2 million. So they've lost like 1.3 million just in this episode alone. Looking at the Japanese-Soviet War, you can see we do not have very high total war participation, so it might be difficult for us to subjugate the Soviets. But we have just entered the war, and we're already at 2%, so that's not bad. The Americans have 15%, but the majority, of course, is with Japan, since they've been in this war forever. They've been fighting this war for a very, very long time. And so it's going to be difficult to get anywhere near the amount of war participation that Japanese have. They've already taken 1.2 million casualties. So 849,000 against Soviets, while they have killed 1.1 million. So they still are doing good on the kill-death ratio. The Soviets are losing that front. And they currently are 41% towards capitulation. We're not on the board yet for how many we've killed, but they've only killed 577 of ours. Yeah, the Americans killed 140,000 already. Okay, so probably not on the board here with any of these yet. We did just join the conflict. But I think they're the only ones that have to be defeated. Yeah, just the Union of Soviet Republics. And they're already almost halfway there. So yeah, just a matter of time. I think we should get this done next episode. Yeah, because Moscow's not even taken yet. And yeah, and then they also have... no, they don't have Stalingrad. I was going to say they have Stalingrad, but they do not. The Americans currently control that. That's from what we took, guys. That's all that territory we took. The Americans never were defeated here. That's crazy. So they're able to hold on to that territory despite having no supply this entire time. But yeah, the Soviets shouldn't be too difficult, hopefully, and we should be able to get them knocked out next episode, just because they don't have a lot of troops, and they're fighting on all these different fronts against overwhelming numbers. So hopefully next episode we'll get them defeated, and then it'll just be a matter of the British. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Do hope to see you on the next one, and thanks for watching.